Well, I was home for Christmas, had an interesting conversation with one of my nephews who's in law enforcement. He's a captain of the state police in Nashville. And somehow we got on the topic of art thefts. You may have seen in the news last year, there have been some notable thefts at museums across the world of some major works of art. And I don't quite get it. Why would you steal a masterpiece? What can you do with it? The whole world's looking for it. If you have stolen a Matisse or a Rembrandt, you can't put it in your living room and invite your friends over to look at it, unless you really want to get caught. I don't get it. You'd have to put it in a basement or hide it away. And my nephew gave me kind of an insight into the criminal mind. He said that's the whole point. It's not to show it off. It is to possess it for its own sake. You have something precious and beautiful, and now it belongs exclusively to you, and no one else can look at it. It is now yours. No one else can look at this Van Gogh, this Da Vinci, or whatever has been stolen. Now it belongs to you. And I couldn't help but think, well, then this is a twofold crime. Certainly it is theft of valuable property, but it's more than that. It's also, perhaps more seriously, a crime against beauty. Because what is the purpose of beauty? What is the essence of beauty? It is to be communicated. It is to be shared. Whether you're talking about a beautiful work of art, piece of music, a beautiful person, everything beautiful has a radiant form. It's meant to shine. It's meant to, once again, radiate its splendor. That's the point. So a beauty that does not shine, a beauty that is kept to oneself, soon loses its beauty. It defeats the purpose of something wondrous. And I can also help but think, in a way, we are all art thieves. That names our condition under sin. Think about it this way. What does the book of Genesis say about our origin? How and why are we created? Now, everything that God creates is good, but he waits till the last day to create us. And we are told that we are very, very good. We are very beautiful. Why? Because we are created in the image and likeness of God. We are the masterpiece of a divine artist. We say in the creed about Christ that he is light from light. Well, that's true of us too. Everything that God creates and brings forth is meant to display his glory, his splendor, and his beauty, and above all, us. But that's precisely what sin prevents us from doing. It prevents us from shining. It makes us ugly. This is what our Lord is saying. You are the light of the world. That is your very purpose. That is your glory. That is your nobility. You are endowed with a divine light. And what have you done with it? You have put it under a bushel. You have hidden it. You are not shining. And there is an inescapable logic in the spiritual life. And I've mentioned it before. Whatever God gives us really only becomes ours when we give it away. When we recklessly give it to others, then and only then is any grace, including light and beauty, is it truly ours. And thus, if it's kept to ourselves, if we treat it like a private treasure that we're not going to share with others, we are in danger of losing it. The light becomes darkened. We become disfigured. And indeed, we can become ugly. So what's the solution? What do we do when any great work of art becomes damaged? And that happens sometimes. There is a whole industry called restoration of artwork. Well, how are we restored? The masterpieces that we are meant to be. We are told this very, very clearly, the solution in both Isaiah and in this psalm. Justice. Justice is the work of restoration. Because after all, what is justice? Is it just giving people what they deserve, or does it go deeper than that? We are told by St. Ambrose that justice really is about right proportions. It is about harmony. It is about elegant relationship of parts. That's what the just person is. That's what the just act is. So when you think about it, that's also the definition of beauty. Because beauty, too, is about right proportion, right relationship, ordering things according to truth and goodness. So for us Catholic Christians, the meaning of justice and the meaning of beautiful are one and the same. As the psalm says, the just man is a light, shining in the darkness. I think that this is an important reflection as we head to the Lenten season, because we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing the light entrusted to us? Has it been obscured? Have we hidden it in some subtle way? If we want to be beautiful again, if we want to be a community of light, then we have to be a community of justice. It is justice that restores everything, including ourselves. Let us be a just people, because that's the only way we can be a beautiful people and live up to the Lord's call to be a city on a hill, shining to the nations.